Welcome guys to another episode of GiftCamp, and today we're actually going to be talking about printing of corporate gifts. So if you actually been on our website a lot, you can probably seen a lot of this, and you will know that we highly recommend our customers to actually print one color on our corporate gifts. Many of our customers actually don't understand what does printing actually look like, or actually what does one color print actually mean. So in this video, we'll try to explain how corporate gifts are actually printed, and actually we will show you why is it cheaper to print in one color as compared to multicolor. So let's get started. Before we actually move on to printing, let's just have a look at what some of our one color print corporate gifts and our past projects actually look like. Many people actually believe that actually corporate gifts are actually printed the same way in which paper is being printed. You put it into a printer and it comes out in exactly the same way it is. But that's not the case. Corporate gifts are actually printed using a method called silkscreen. To illustrate how silkscreen actually works, I want everybody to just imagine about spray painting, because spray painting and silkscreen actually they work on similar principles, and today we're just going to be silkscreening a black travel adapter pouch. So the very first thing we'll need is actually our item to be printed. In our case, it's a black travel adapter pouch, and the next thing we'll actually need is actually our logo. So as you guys can see, I've already printed the logo in one color, and we are going to use this to actually make our stencil for printing. The very important thing that you have to take note when you are designing your logos or sending your logos to us is that it has to be high resolution. As you can see from the close-up images of the logo, you can see that actually the edges are all very sharp and you don't see any pixels at the side. This will help you ensure that your logo printout will actually be sharp when it's printed on the corporate gifts. Alright, so the last thing we actually need is actually to get ready our stencil. As you can see here, I've actually cut a hole in the place you actually want to print. I only did it for the G, but you can get the idea that whatever you need to be printed, you actually need to make a mark on your stencil for whatever is printed. So to get started on printing, what you do is actually you get your stencil and you get your object, and you actually put your stencil on your object, and you can actually start screening the ink through to get your object printed. So after you are done with everything, what you should get is a very lovely screen printed black travel adapter pouch. The good thing about silkscreen is that you are able to get very sharp images and very sharp logo print on your objects and corporate gifts. So that's a good thing for all of us.
There are a lot of good things about silkscreen. There are of course limitations to silkscreen as well. One thing is that you can't really do gradient design on printing for silkscreen, meaning that if your design contains any form of gradient, silkscreen can only print in solid colors. Another thing that it might be obvious to you when you saw the video just now is that you can't really do multicolored printing. You can, but it's going to be very expensive if you want to do multicolored printing. Meaning, if let's say I want to print two colors, I actually need two templates, and besides that, I have to wait for the first color to dry first before I can actually put on another layer of printing. And as you can see from what we're gonna outline later, the cost of actually doing multiple colored printing is actually gonna be very high. So let's say you want to print 200 pieces of these pens as shown in the picture, and this is actually the logo that you're given with. So as you can see, there are actually two colors in this logo. You can see for the wordings it's actually in black color, and for logo on the side it's actually red color. So we know that you can either do it in two ways. You can either print it in one color or you can print it in two colors. Let's just look at the cost difference. For one color print, you can actually check for our website. For 200 pieces, you can get these pens for $1.37. And if let's say you want to print it in two colors, the price is actually $1.87, and that is actually a 50 cents difference. So that actually represents a 36% increase for just a single pen. When you go to the next conference or exhibition, just take a good look at the print that is actually printed on the pen, and most of the times you see it's actually one color print, and there's a reason for that, because the cost increase of 50 cents per pen is actually quite significant. So that's the reason why many people opt for one color print as compared to a two color or three color print when it comes to printing of their corporate gifts. Okay, so hopefully we've outlined the reasons why many of our customers actually choose to do one color printing, and I hope you do understand just a little bit more about how we actually do print corporate gifts here at Gift Market. So I thank you for watching another episode of Gift Camp, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.